Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital Spoilers Weekly Promo. Elizabeth gets blast from the past. General Hospital Spoilers' new weekly promo finds Elizabeth Weber conflicted as her world gets a major shakeup this week. Meanwhile, a legacy character makes waves and someone's desperate to hide a secret on the ABC soap opera. General Hospital Spoilers. Elizabeth Weber's world rocked by Lucky Spencer. This week's new General Hospital promo shows Elizabeth Weber reconnecting with her former epic love, Lucky Spencer. Now, he's back home in Port Charles. And recently, he came face to face with Elizabeth at Bobby's diner. Even though she knew he was coming home, she was stunned to see him. She claims that their romance is over. However, that may change after seeing him again after all these years. And Elizabeth Weber might realize she still has feelings for him. Perhaps, this is the beginning of a fresh start for them on General Hospital. Holly back in Port Chuck. GH Spoilers. While Elizabeth Weber, Rebecca Herbst, deals with her feelings about Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, another return shakes up more lives. This week, Holly Sutton, Emma Sams, blows back into PC. And the people whose lives will be affected the most are Robert Scorpio, Tristan Rogers, and his lady, Diane Miller, Carolyn Hennessy. It's no secret that Holly wants Robert back. The last time she was on General Hospital, they wanted to give their romance another chance. However, Holly was worried she would complicate things for him because they were on different sides of the law. And she needed to save her son, Ethan Lovett, James Ryan. Now that Ethan is doing well and she's back, they might get another chance. But, of course, that would mean he would need to end things with Diane. Meanwhile, on General Hospital, Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, Phil's Felicia Scorpio, Christina Wagner, in on Holly's return and the details of their dangerous mission. Portia in big trouble on General Hospital. Also on GH this week, Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, is in big trouble. She's at risk of getting exposed for tampering with Heather Weber's, Allie Mills, test results. Currently, Portia's desperate to keep Heather in Pentonville. So, she changed the cobalt levels on her recent blood test. Because of that, Heather's attorney, Rick Lansing, Rick Hurst, told her there was no hope of her ever getting out of prison. But soon, Ava Jerome, Maura West, gets Rick thinking. She suggests someone messed with Heather's results at General Hospital and it gets his wheels turning. Later, Ava's in Portia's office and it looks like she puts her on the spot. No doubt they are friends. Plus, they both love Portia's daughter, Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali, a great deal. And it's because of that love that Ava may suspect Portia of sabotaging Heather. However, Portia Robinson may cover her tracks by blaming Brad Cooper, Perry Shen. Elsewhere, Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vaganos, visits her mom, Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, in Pentonville. She calls her out for putting her life on the line to protect Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Monsey, and she wants to know why. Meanwhile, Chrissy struggles to follow her mother's advice and stay quiet. GH Spoilers promise intense drama this week. Don't miss a minute to see how Lucky's return changes everything for Elizabeth Weber on the ABC Sudzer. Port Charles is bracing for a seismic emotional aftershock this week, and right at the epicenter stands Elizabeth Weber, a woman who has weathered heartbreak, chaos, questionable men, lost loves, resurrected loves, and enough paternity mysteries to last a lifetime. But nothing, and no one, is prepared for the ghost from her past who steps out of the shadows. And as the promo teases, some memories never die, and some return with a vengeance. Liz's quiet morning shatters. Monday starts with Elizabeth savoring one of those rare moments of peace at GH, an empty break room, lukewarm coffee, and a half-folded chart. But an unexpected page from administration pulls her downstairs. She expects a scheduling conflict. What she gets instead is a shockwave. A familiar figure stands by the admissions desk, signing paperwork with a trembling hand. It's Stephen Lars Weber. Her brother. Her once trusted confidant. A man she hasn't spoken to in years. Not since his manslaughter conviction and his quiet transfer to Pentonville. He was the one member of her family who understood her pains and traumas. And the one who shattered her trust completely. Liz freezes, unable to breathe. "Hey, Biz," Stephen says with that half-smile, half-apology expression he used as a kid with jam on his fingers and guilt in his eyes. The promo cuts sharply. A heartbeat. Then Liz whispering, "What are you doing here?" Secrets ride back into town. Turns out Stephen is out on a provisional medical furlough. GH's nursing shortage and an internal recommendation from a mystery advocate have granted him temporary reinstatement for supervised hospital duty. And the moment the board votes, the chaos begins. Hospital gossip ignites instantly. Epiphany would have had something to say. Terry is caught off guard. Finn senses the emotional hurricane around Liz and immediately steps into protective mode. Heather Weber. Because news spreads fast in Pentonville, and Heather gets wind of her son's return before Liz can even process it. The promo offers a chilling snippet. Heather gripping the bars of her cell, eyes burning with something feral. "My boy's going home," she growls. "And nobody better stand in his way." That's not a threat. It's a promise. Jason notices the disturbance. Jason, recently back to his own complicated life, picks up on Liz's tension during a hallway run-in. His voice is calm, steady, too knowing. "You okay?" he asks. Liz tries to brush it off, but Jason's connection to her is old, deep, unspoken. And when he sees Stephen from a distance, recognizing him, then realizing what that means, Jason's jaw tightens. Jason has seen what Stephen is capable of. And he's seen how much Liz has survived. If Stephen's return destabilizes her, Jason isn't letting it happen again. The promo flashes a powerful shot. Jason stepping subtly between Liz and Stephen at the nurse's station, his stance calm but unmistakably protective. Social media will lose its mind. Finn has complicated feelings. While Jason handles things quietly, Finn has a very different reaction. He knows all too well what Liz has been through with Violet. Custody battles, trauma, and loss. Finn senses instantly that Stephen's reappearance threatens Liz's emotional balance, and possibly the fragile peace between them. He wants to support her. He wants to be the man she leans on. But old wounds resurface. Liz hasn't fully let him in, and Stephen's arrival feels like another wall going up. The promo shows Finn venting to Chase, frustrated. "Every time I reach her, something pulls her away." Chase, ever direct, answers, "Maybe this time you chase harder. Or you step back." Finn hates both options. A new mystery surfaces. As if Liz didn't have enough on her plate, the promo teases a chilling subplot tied directly to Stephen's return. A patient case, seemingly routine, goes horribly wrong. Charts altered. Medications miscounted. Orders changed. At first it looks like a simple hospital error, but Liz sees something in the chaos, something familiar. A pattern she recognizes from years ago when Stephen tried to cover up a colleague's malpractice. She confronts him, eyes blazing. "You didn't start something, did you?" she demands. Stephen looks guilty, but also scared. "I came back to make things right," he insists. But someone here doesn't want that. The promo soundbite that follows is pure soap gold. "Biz, you're not the only Weber in danger." Heather makes her move. The week takes a dark turn as Heather somehow secures a supervised visit, a rare privilege and incredibly suspicious. When she's escorted into GH, she stares at Liz like she's prey. "You always thought you were better than us," Heather hisses. "But now the family's coming back together. One way or another." Liz stands firm, her voice cutting and cold. "You're not my family." The promo slams into a montage. Heather being dragged away screaming. Liz trembling in a supply closet. Stephen smashing his fist into a wall. Jason watching from the shadows. Finn calling security. A mysterious hand swapping medication labels. Then finally, Liz turning slowly as a voice behind her says, "Elizabeth, we need to talk." Fans will freeze frame every pixel looking for clues. The emotional payoff. The final beats of the promo spotlight what GH does best. Character-driven emotional explosion. Liz sits alone on a bench outside GH, the night sky heavy with storm clouds. Her family history has always been a stew of abandonment, madness, and regret, and Stephen's return opens wounds she buried long ago. Jason approaches first, silent as ever, sitting beside her without pressure. Then Finn finds them, his expression conflicted. The tension is thick, Liz in the middle, pulled by two very different kinds of support and affection. "Everything's changing," Liz whispers. Jason quietly answers, "Maybe that's not a bad thing." Finn then offers a small, hopeful smile. You don't have to go through any of this alone. Liz's eyes fill with tears. And the promo cuts to black with the final teaser.